Hello everyone and welcome back to a very bright, very sunny and not at all too hot Triple Crown Wargaming studio.
Not yet.
For another episode of This Month in Warhammer. Our monthly update on all things in the world of Warhammer that's happening right here in the studio. Now, as ever, you are stuck with me, the Lore Master. I'm going first this month. I'm going first this month. And I'm joined by both of my colleagues, the full dream team, if you will. I've got the Duke to my right.
Hello.
And the Chieftain to my left. What an intro. What an intro.
Love that commitment. Love that commitment.
It's been a long weekend.
Get ready for...
It is Sunday morning.
Get ready for our usual mix of roundtable discussions on everything from the serious to the silly. And we will go through all of the usual categories you've come to know and love from this video. So we'll talk about new releases, we'll have a chat about what hobby we've been doing, anything social media excitement, we'll talk about Warhammer news, and this month's big topic is seasons change. Ooh.
Like a wood elf.
Like a wood elf. I got my full wood elf in there. And then finally, we'll cover what we are going to see on the next 4 weeks from the channel. Mm-hmm. Who doesn't want to know about that? So should we start with some new releases, chaps?
Yeah.
I know Max loves putting these on the screen. Telling us before.
Yeah, the first one I'm not doing it per
Per pot.
Per pot.
So we're going to begin by looking at some paint stuff. Because, you know, we like to paint on this channel. Max has become the seminal painter. He gets loads done.
We'll get on to that later.
Max will be pleased to see this. So... I've got a hair in my mouth, sorry.
Professional.
Yes, we are there. That will probably make it onto a reel at some point, won't it? I've got a hair in my mouth. I'm going to start by talking about Games Workshop's paint changes. They're probably old news for some of you, but they sort of came out just as the last video was being done, so we didn't have the info then. So I'm going to start by talking about their shade range. So there are 7 new shades that they've brought in, and they've kept all the old shades except the glossy shades.
Yep.
My dwarves have added you to the Book of Grudges for doing such a thing. I use that for my armour, but whatever. Now, apparently they've changed how they work. Now, I've bought some, but I have not had time to try this out yet. Shamefully, I probably will try them out in the next few days. I'll try and report back next month. But apparently the new variations of these shades run into the recesses better. They don't stain the surface in the same way the old ones do.
Yeah. So they're more for sort of making things look highlighted, I guess. It's like giving you that sort of recessed shading.
Which is obviously what shades are always designed to do, but they would obviously
generally they just
dull the surface,
they
as well as doing that.
Yeah.
Now look, you know, there's some good and bad there. I'm definitely going to find that really cool to see that change. That will help when you're doing things quickly, I think.
Yes. But I think if you're trying to recreate a paint scheme that you've used or that you've done sort of previously, and you've relied on the shades staining a whole surface, then it's going to be tricky.
Warriors of Slaanesh.
My entire Warhammer Fantasy collection.
Yeah, so that's
everything I own.
That's a difficult one for me. I want to see them because sometimes the press release and the performance
doesn't correlate.
They're not exactly the same. Now that's not to be critical of anyone, just I haven't tried them so I don't know. But if you guys have tried them at home, let us know if you notice a difference in the way that these are performing on your figures. But I have bought lots of Seraphim Sepia, so I can still do gold armour over silver the old fashioned way. These are $4.75 a pot, which is what they were before, but I have spotted something, and I'm going to be mean. I don't like to be mean. But Games Workshop, naughty, the pots are smaller. They're the same size as the contrast pots now, which is 18mm.
Not 20.
Not 24. 24. So you're paying the same, but you do get less shade.
Yeah.
On the plus side, if you spill them like me and Max do,
you waste less
shade. So
I mean, if you look at my laptop, you can still see some green contrast on that laptop.
Pros and cons. So that's the shades. Now they've also had 27 new contrast paints.
You're getting a big picture of all of them together. Otherwise,
I don't know. I think everyone at home wants to.
How quick each one's like be a second long.
Firing contrast to the screen. So 27 new colours. You guys have been more into contrast than me.
I have, yes. Yes, I have.
I can see me using them a lot more now though, because they've changed the shades.
Yeah, I can.
for staining,
I
which I do a lot.
I vaguely remember the Warhammer community post because, like you say, it was a few weeks ago now. Going through all the shades, and I thought some of them were possibly a good idea. Some of them I just don't think you'll ever
The contrast, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, some of the models some of the shades they use, the example models like that Space Marine and that colours like that looks awful.
Yeah. But no, I just think the colours themselves, contrast for me, they need to be bright. It needs to be really vibrant colours. And there were at least half a dozen of them that were really like just dull, really washed out. Maybe they'd have a use painting sort of ethereal things. Maybe.
They definitely seem to have done. I know they've done one for ice, and I think they've done a new one for like ethereal as well.
Well, they've got Hexray Flame, I think it's called, which is their technical.
I think that might have gone actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, some stuff did. I should have checked all this before we went on. There were some technicals I think that went as well.
Maybe that's gone and they've replaced it with a contrast
as well. So
yeah.
Did
did anyone use the dries?
I bought a dry.
Did you ever use it?
I did. I've tested it on the model before.
Do you know? And this is genuinely true. Like I used to buy them when they first came out because they were really bright colours. You take like a Luganath orange or whatever they called it. Like there was like a Fugan orange. I don't know. There was like a really bright orange one.
Troll fire orange.
No. There was a dry that's like, like pastel, basically.
Yeah.
You used to have really nice pastel coloured ones. There was a purple one and stuff like that. And if you take them and put them onto a palette and drop some medium onto them...
Yeah, they just become a normal paint.
And you used to get amazing, like, top-edge highlights, like 3rd, 4th grade up. If you're trying to do something really pow, that was great. And then they released the Edge range, which basically was that. So then I stopped using them, sorry.
Yeah.
But they were really good for that, but obviously not really as necessary anymore.
No.
So yeah, I imagine these will get tons of use though. Contrast has really become like a cult phenomenon with so many gamers for so many systems. And like I say, I'm sure I'll end up having to dabble at some point.
Means I can paint my Demons of Cornwall very quickly.
It does.
There were some actually, I think your Demons of Zinch will look good with. There were some nice bright colours.
Oh yes, like a Doomfire magenta, isn't there? I saw that one.
Is there a yellow one? Because obviously I've got to do something Big Bird.
Yeah, there is new yellows. Big Bird. You love to see it.
I haven't seen if there's been any comments saying...
Comments, do Big Bird. Remember, like, subscribe, and share, and comment.
Comment. Make Max do Big Bird.
Do Big Bird. And moving on to the last bit of paint is White Scar Spray. People will rejoice for this.
Yeah.
This is probably the most exciting part for me. Proper white spray is back, ladies and gentlemen.
No more grey.
Yeah.
Has there been a white spray for a while?
Corex white's not white.
No, it's
like
off-white.
Yeah, it's basically if you get a pot of, I want to say Orthwan Grey.
Yeah.
It's basically Orthwan Grey or Celestra Grey. It's one of those two. You can get those two pots out, spray some, test it. You'll see what I mean. It's one of those two greys. It's not white.
A pure white.
Okay.
Even though it's called Corax White.
Yeah, but it's gone now anyway. I think they replaced it with White Scott.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's gone. See you later, Corex.
Out.
Like your Legion, it's gone.
No, they're still
the Raven Guard.
They're still sticking
You're right,
around.
not the Raven Guard. Someone else.
They're still around.
But yeah, so it's good to see it's good to see that back. That will be really useful. So moving on from colours to models.
Good.
Yeah.
So I can be excited for.
Full Drilled, in fact, we're going to start with. I'm sure you're very excited about this, Max. It is Carbander, Demon General of Cygnus. An absolutely gorgeous Bloodthirster model that they've released. So if you want to spend £215 on
it's so much.
beautiful model that I'd be terrified to move and might get cannon to turn 1, then this is the boy for you. Obviously, I'm kidding. He's really nice.
He's a lovely
We'll
man.
have him on the screen, won't we?
He is
Yeah.
huge.
He is massive.
If you look at the model, he is standing on a Leviathan Dreadnought, and Leviathan Dreadnoughts are
not small.
They're not small at all.
I reckon he'd go on a Terrorgeist space.
Just,
He would, but you'd have to replace.
Just.
You'd have to replace the Dreadnought underneath his foot with something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Get a rock.
Get a rock.
Yeah, get a stone. But
Steam tank
yeah,
on its side. That could be cool.
that could be
cool.
alright.
Yeah.
But it's just he's big. He's like
He is a big boy. He'd have to go sort of corner to corner on the Terrorgeist base, I think, because he coms on a 170mm oval.
But he does have space at either end of that oval.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah, but he's only got a 10
His
he's on it.
His legs themselves are like maybe like that far apart. It's his wingspan that does take a lot of the space.
Yeah.
I think you get him on that base. If you've got one and you want to put him on a square because you like the idea of making your Bloodthirster even easier to put attacks on.
I reckon you get him on a chariot.
No, I do not reckon you. Joe, you buy one and we'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Sure, I probably will. I will end up buying it at some point. 'cause
You might get him on it sideways. Because this, you know, you might squeeze him on it sideways if you have the rock
I can
/
see
steam
like
tank
I can see a
overhanging
foot on the
base.
front and like a big rock off
Yeah.
the back that he's lower legs on.
Well, like your brother's keeper a secret. No, he's nice, and I love one of the images from Forgeord has like a space marine comparison.
Yeah.
Like a scout from Rome.
Massive.
It's tiny.
Huge.
But
He's so
very,
big.
very cool.
I think he's slightly smaller than Angrath, and Angrath is a big.
He is a big boy.
He's a big. That's another Bloodthirster one I get.
I've seen him on a Terror Guy space as well. He's interesting.
Rocky.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point,
falling over.
I'll end up owning every Bloodthirster I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got 3 already.
Only 3.
Well, one of them is named
I've got more
Garrett.
dragons than that.
Just you wait.
So moving on, we're going to go back to Empire of Dust from Mantic. So that's Kings of War stuff we talked about last month. More has been put on pre-order / released. And we're starting out with their chariots. So these are £35 for 3. And they are a mixture of resin and plastic parts. Look, they're Tomb King chariots. Look, you've made a decision when you purchased Tomb King chariots. A decision.
You know who you are.
A decision
Nick.
that you enjoy the hobby. And that's good for you.
Good.
So, but you know, at 35 quid, it's not bad.
No.
Not the cheapest.
They look nice.
They do look quite nice.
They've only got one horse though.
Yeah, they do only have one horse.
You could
It's a
do
shame.
something
That
with if you
horse that's only a 1 horsepower chariot.
want. Yeah, I mean to be fair, with the points they are, you need to save wherever you can. Moving on, Empire of Dust Monolith Romantic is you get 1 monolith in the box. Unsurprisingly, you can see this now. This is, we think, going to make a really good casket of souls.
It's a big
People who
stone rock.
don't have £180 to spend on an eBay casket of souls.
£180.
I've seen them go for that much.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Wow.
You might as well spend the extra £35 by Cabanda. Start doing corner on it. Get a genuine forger on it.
So we think add a couple of skellies to put a nice. It comes on a base actually. This is a 75mm base, so you could drop a.
Was that round or is it 75 by 75?
Yeah, it's a square. Yeah, I think it's. I think it just said 75 when I looked at it, so probably a square.
Yeah.
But I reckon you.
No, we get just a line.
A couple of skeletons on there. Work out how you can get a keeper of the casket on there if you want to, but it will do that job well.
Just have one guy at the top going, ah!
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. And they've done some alright characters as well in that range that you could probably use some of. Yep. And finally, our final pass from that is the Empire of Dust Idol of Shobik. This one is also this one's $32.50. It's been cheaper.
Oh!
£2.50 cheaper. Yeah, and obviously these are the prices that the Mantic prices, so you
They're
would
from
be able to
Mantic,
look around if you wanted to. I'm sure you could find some nice healthy discount on there.
Yeah, a lot of places do Mantic stuff discounted.
Yeah, I mean, if most wargaming places will do some sort of discount, won't they, on something? So have a check around is what we're saying. But this one, as you can see now, is a very good proxy for a Horror Titan or a Necrolith Colossus. If you like your bone giants,
Your big bone giants.
he's got 2 hooks, so you can be a bone giant. 2 hand weapons.
The only thing I don't like is that he's not got the hat, the skeleton hat. Which I think is like the best part of the old bone giant.
The bowl of fruit on his head.
Yeah, the bowl of fruit.
It looked like a big bowl of fruit on his head.
That's the best part of the old bone giant model is the massive hat.
But yeah, we like this model. If you were really committed, you could give him like a staff and some scales if you wanted as well. I would, but I think he's okay.
I think it's good as is.
I like the big ring on his back. I think that's quite a cool...
An arcane configuration.
Yeah, it sort of gives him the magical feel back.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool. And the final thing we're going to talk about in our new release section, I'm going to pass over to the Duke, passing the baton, is about Hero Forge, which...
So in a very real sense, it's not new.
It's not a new release.
This is not a new thing.
It's just something we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
in
it's
this
just like
section.
we've recently discovered.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's new for us.
Yeah, so I actually looked at Hero Forge a little while ago, and for those who don't know what it is, it's essentially a character building website. So it's got software on there, and you can pick all sorts of different arms and armour for sort of your character. You can select different races, you can select a sort of undead like skeletons, you can select more reptilian or rat-like for those rat men that don't live under Nung, definitely not. For me, what I think it is best for though is the Empire or Bretonnian, if you want Bretonnian on foot, because they don't really do good mount options. But
Get that virtue of empathy out there, maybe.
Yeah, get that virtue of empathy. But that's what I've been using it for. I've been using it for some Empire characters. And I think it's a really good way, and at a reasonable price actually, of getting some sort of unique characters, especially if you're theming like a whole army around something.
Yep.
Like, so I'm theming my Empire around the cult of Ulrich and Middenheim, so I can go really into that sort of wolfy theme with the characters.
Coming 2025.
I hope not. I hope not. There's things need to be done with it.
Just rude.
He's not wrong though.
Just rude.
You've had his fault in 2017?
Oh, before that, come on now.
Oh my god.
Come on now.
I'll get the aloe vera.
But yeah, and you can, change the poses, indefinitely. You can literally select a joint and twist it or rotate it to exactly where you want it. You can move and change how they're holding weapons. You can have stuff on their backs. You can have cloaks, different helmets and headgear, different facial expressions. The lot.
I think you could do good units as well if you were so inclined and committed.
You could.
You could just do like half a dozen poses.
Yeah, you could.
And then print them out en masse.
Yeah, because that's another option you get with Hero Forge. You can either buy the models pre-printed, or you can just buy the files. And I think it's $7.99, I think, for the file. And then obviously you print it however many times you want. You can scale it however you like. They do have mount options. Now, I know I said they aren't great. I don't know if they do goblin-y characters sort of as a race, but one of their mount options is a wolf. So if they do, you could look at goblin heroes on wolves, hobgoblin on wolves, for chaos dwarves, something like that. They have an unbarded horse, which is unhelpful as a mount, but I don't know the intricate details of 3D printing. But if you maybe mounted it on the horse in the file, and then you could just not print the horse bit and put him on a normal horse, like a barded horse.
I
maybe.
I wouldn't know, but
possibly someone who knows more about 3D printing might be able to help us out there. But yeah, I think it's a really good way, like I said, of getting sort of custom characters that really add to the theme of your army.
Yeah.
And it's certainly what I've been doing. So I'll have some warrior priests, and my arch-lectors will all be in the same sort of get-up. Their armour and their clothing will be exactly the same. It'll be all really sort of furry, like wolf fur. And then their obviously their poses will be different. Their weapons will be different, things like that, to sort of make them stand out.
I just enjoyed they'll be really furry, like wolf fur.
Furry.
I was hoping you were going to say like a teddy bear. Like a big...
No, they're covered in wolf fur.
Big Empire teddy bear.
No, they're covered in wolf fur.
Teddy bear.
And you can also save sort of creations on the website as well. You create your account, you can save it. So I've saved a Boris Todbringer file, which at some point, which at some point I will get printed out and paint him up. But yeah, it's a really cool idea, and you will see some at some point on the channel, hopefully soon. Fingers crossed, it should be soon. So yeah, we can have a look, and once I get the figures, I'll
we'll get some pics out and stuff as well. So seems cool. Cool. We know other people have been using it. They've told us. Now we're telling them.
Yeah, I think people mainly use it for like D&D and those sort of games and creating their characters in that. But you absolutely can use it for Warhammer.
Oh, I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah. Awesome. So let us move on, gentlemen, to the month in our hobby. Shall we start with the Chieftain?
Yeah, no, it's been very short.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be short for most of us this month. We've been absolutely off our feet, haven't we?
I mean, no, it's not going to be short for you. We all know what you've done.
I've purchased,
We all know what you've done. I've done nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, since when did the last one come out? This month. Was that before
Derby?
Before Derby. Okay, I bought Scarbrand.
Oh yeah, you bought, yeah.
I bought Scarbrand. I built him on the night we got back from Derby on the Sunday.
Nice. Into buying Scarbrand,
we did, yeah, massively.
Literally said, just can you start a tab for Scarbrand?
We had two tabs running for the weekend. We had our tab for like all our drinks and everything, and then we had
the Scarbrand tab.
The Scarbrand tab, which had like models on it.
I can't 100% promise I didn't add to Max's Scarbrand tab.
Yeah.
I didn't add anything to the Scarbrand tab.
I 100% did.
Man, so I bought Scarbrand. He's a lovely model. He's really nice.
Have you built him yet?
He's built. I built him on the Sunday I got home.
Oh yeah, you said.
On the day we got home, I was like, I'm not going to bed yet. I'll just build Scarbrand.
We got home late.
Yeah.
I got home at 11. I think I got bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's fine. It's fine. So I bought Scarbrand, and then beyond that, I've got some of the paint started on him. He's all readied up and everything like that. So I'll get some of the details done.
So he's like 50% done if he's already done.
Realistically, yeah.
And then black wings out, and you're fine.
And obviously, as I mentioned about a month or two back, I bought a load of old metal blood letters off of Rob,
friend of the channel,
Rob Nixon. I was about to say Alex for some reason. I was like, no, that's not his name.
That's not his
Rob.
name.
How dare you?
How dare I?
He's our friend.
Of the channel.
That's the channel.
And only last night I went out and bought 3 bottles of nail polish remover and dumped them.
What you do in your spare time is completely up to you, mate.
3 bottles of nail polish remover, dumped them all in that nail polish remover, just started the process of stripping them down.
Yeah, that'll get off.
It doesn't.
Eventually.
It doesn't. they're really
You need to scrub them with a toothbrush.
I've got a toothbrush. I started scrubbing them.
Not one that you still use. Please use an old toothbrush.
Please don't do that. Please don't put the acetone in your mouth.
Don't brush your teeth with nail polish remover.
Acetone-based nail polish remover.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, so you might need to check
definitely acetone-free nail polish remover.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I
What you've done is cleaned your painted model.
Yeah.
Give him a little wash.
I rub them. I rub the toothbrush across it, and some of the paint is coming off of it.
Yeah, it's just going to need to be like done in layers. It's
It has soaked overnight.
Yeah, you'll have to just scrub off the outer layer and then let the under layer soak.
I have unfortunately had to break some of the bases in which the models were on because I've had it in the past where I stuck plastic in the acetone.
Oh yeah, that'll melt.
Yeah, that's
so I've unfortunately had to break some of the square. I've had to break the square base they're on, which was quite
sacrilegious.
That's heartbreaking for me.
Yeah.
But I've seen because some of the models I've got, some of them got the slots, which I think I can just go buy some slot bases. Some of them don't have the slots, and they're just like the guys on the field. I'm like, that's
unfortunate.
That's gonna be interesting, and it's trying to keep that on the base.
Bit of grain stuff.
Yeah. Grain stuff, or just everything's got a pin.
I would not do that. I would grain stuff them. that second one sounds like a lot more work than I'd be willing to put.
I'm not gonna do it because I don't do pinning, but my good friend here does a lot of pinning for me.
I'll put some blue tack on there. You can use it like that.
But no, in terms of everything else, I've not done a lot. I've pretty much given myself like a month off from hobby. I've just been really tired, and Derby took a lot out of me.
To be honest, we've been quite busy, haven't we?
Yeah.
With life, as well as we've had extra sort of channel stuff with all the Derby stuff and things we've been sorting out.
My room's a mess, and I need to basically, because my room's so small, I have to basically everything that's stored on my floor. I have to clear off my floor onto my bed.
Stored on your floor.
Stored on
Because I have
my
no
floor.
room. I have no room. The entire landing in my house, or outside my bedroom, is all mine. It's got like 2 massive like units full of boxes just full of my stuff. My clothes on top of that, my smell.
At any point, did anyone think stop buying armies?
Yeah. And then you come into my bedroom, it's got my chest of drawers, and it's got on the floor in between my bed and the chest of drawers, it's just a line of just boxes of models. I need to go, so I can actually paint, because
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is wild.
I swivel round, and I have to stick my feet in that gap between the chest of drawers and the bed.
I was going to say I have to stick my feet in a box.
No, and then I have to pull. I can't
slowly push all the blood letters and the Tyranids aside.
I've just.
Acetone in here. Oh goodness!
I've just not been bothered to move all that stuff to actually get
Nail polish on my toes was lovely as well. It's all going to come off.
Oh, I spoiled that.
Well, I want to see what a contrast red looked like on keratin nails. Go from there, but no, I've not done a lot in terms of hobby this month.
Well, that was wild.
Yeah.
We've had a good time.
For someone who hasn't done a lot, I've just spoken a lot about not doing anything.
Yeah, you have. It's pretty impressive. You've
spoken a lot about how wild your
personal life. Yeah.
Scarbrand's built and he's half painted.
Cool.
Good.
I got some more details done on the other blood first. Sorry, there you go.
Nice.
Did you?
So
beat that.
My Warhammer area is a lot less hectic than that.
No, you have a room.
I do. I have taken over the whole room, but I do have a room. I have been painting a lot of Empire. I've painted.
It's happening. It's happening.
It is happening.
The first seal has been broken.
Shame wins. We shamed him.
65 seals to go, and then the apocalypse comes.
We're not doomsday conspiracy theorists on this channel, just so you're all clear.
27 spearmen, I think it is so far.
That's 27 seals.
Yeah, to be fair, we painted some together, didn't we, the other night? Well, we were together painting.
Yeah. I was going to say,
I didn't paint any spearmen.
We
were in the same area.
Yeah. I've got 10 more of those to do until that unit's done. And I've got some handgunners to paint after that, which are the old handgunners, I think from 6th.
It's mad.
I think they're ones like that.
Yeah, something like that.
You've got more done in a month than you have done in 6 years.
That is correct. I have got some Outriders. which arrived yesterday actually. Ordered them. They're direct only from GW, so I got them from GW. I ordered them on Thursday and they came on Saturday. So I was very impressed.
It's really quick, isn't it?
Yeah, so a couple of boxes of them. Got one of them boxes built already. So I need to build the other 5 of those. But yeah, it's going to be Empire for me. I don't think I've done anything else in the last month, hobby-wise.
Purchases.
Apart from those Outriders.
More dwarves.
No,
more
I've
lizard
not
men?
purchased any more dwarves or lizards.
More vampires.
No, well, I got the hero for. I bought
Yeah.
the fathers for the
you
hero
bought
forge
the
that's for Empire.
characters. That is for Empire. I don't think there's been any other army purchases.
Purchases.
Or hobbying. I think it's all been Empire. Yeah, and I say it took me a month to do 22 Spearmen. It hasn't. I only started painting them maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'll retract my statement. He's done more in
Week
2
and a half.
I think. Yeah.
More in 2 weeks than he's done in 6 years.
That is correct.
Yes.
But I have a deadline. Which we'll get on to
We'll
later.
talk about later.
Mm.
Exciting stuff.
But yeah, that is it for me, I think.
Somehow.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Somehow I think I've done the most. I don't believe this is my busiest time of the year, and I've somehow done. No, I haven't.
No, you haven't painted.
I haven't done a lot.
Well, Go on, what have you painted?
I haven't done bad. So I've painted.
Nothing.
No, I have had. How?
6
Dare
iron.
you.
Iron.
I
Drakes?
painted 6 Iron Drakes when we were together the other night, and I put some colour on another 3. So there is a regiment of Iron Drakes that is almost finished actually, because I had some painted already. So there's a regiment of Iron Drakes that are very nearly done, which will be winging their way to the channel very soon. For you guys that were chatting to me the other day and said, "What are you working on?" and I said, "Oh, it's a secret for the channel. Is Iron Drakes."
Not that big a secret.
Not that big a secret. I just wanted a big reveal. So done some Iron Drakes. I've done a bit of building. Bit of building.
What are you going to build in? Your stuff you
Because
bought?
I did a bit of purchasing.
A bit.
A smidgeroo of
bit.
purchasing. I want to stress that I managed to get some great deals. Bit of Troll Trader. It's quite a cool place for sort of second-hand models. Bit of eBaying. Bit of negotiating way for eBay.
Bit of baby.
Yeah, love a bit of all of that. And I managed to collect up.
Stop beating around the bush.
I bought a Demons of Slanesh army.
There you
We all
go.
knew it was going to happen, so let's just accept it was going to happen. Michael Duff, I just want to be you. Okay? You won an event with him, I just want to be you. I have got together Keeper of Secrets, 50 Demonettes.
Enough.
Yeah, a few. 2 Seeker Chariots. And
They're the little ones, aren't they?
yeah,
Sort of
not
single ones.
Yeah, the single 50 mil width ones.
Yeah,
That's
the
the easiest
standard
way to explain it. The
chariots.
special choice ones.
Single file.
Yeah. And then I've got the big lawnmower as well on the Terracotta Space.
The Exalted Seeker.
The Exalted Seeker Chariot, which is very cool.
No, the lawnmower's the one that's sideways on the chariot.
Hellfire.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree. A Combine Harvester, that's what we call it. Sorry, you're right. The lawnmower's that one. I've got the Combine Harvester. I've got 10 Seekers of Slanesh, 3 Fiends. I've got another 3 Fiends coming. I've got a Contorted Epitome coming, which will be a unit filler.
I can use that thing as a unit filler.
Because it's cool.
Yeah. Is that the mirror or the harp?
It's the mirror.
Okay.
I might get the harp later as well. I don't need it right now, but I might get it.
But you want it?
Yeah. And I also want Celeste and with the
You literally just want to be
demon on the
Michael.
back. Yeah, I do, but I'm not. It's just gonna be. Imagine like it's basically it's basically like the Etsy version of like Michael's army is what I'm going for.
I found this army on Pinterest.
Yeah, literally. I was trying to think of like what is a good rip-off version. Basically, it's the Pirate Bay version. If you're of a certain age, you know what Pirate Bay was.
I haven't heard that phrase in a.
So
I haven't heard that phrase for an
basically,
age.
imagine Michael's beautiful Slanesh army, and now imagine a
The
really
Wish version of it.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Wish. Now scrap everything else I've said. Imagine the Wish version of Michael's demon army. That's what I purchased.
What I want to do now is when I get an image of Michael's Keeper of Secrets, or what you order versus what you get.
Yeah, we're gonna probably do that, Mike. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be embarrassing for me. I've also grabbed. I've got some Furies, which crab claws.
What Furies have you got?
They are the Canary.
The
with
Canary.
the crab claws put on them and the demonette
demonette
heads. Very
heads.
cool. So you purchased those ages ago, and I got
An
them
age
for
ago,
free.
yeah.
So
Not following our footsteps of the Furies, and I minus Scott's. The civilized man's Fury from the Chaotic Beasts. I'm not doing the crap claws again.
My only response. So, yeah, very pleased with that. very
Chaotic crab claw.
very pleased with that purchase. Very pleased because I managed to get so much of it kind of on a good deal or on like a bargain. So I've not actually spent very much money, which is
always a plus.
Impressive.
Yeah.
For that. So yeah, gonna have 2,500 plus points of that. And building wise, I built my Keeper of Secrets. Had an hour yesterday and was like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I've worked quite hard this week, so I built my Keeper of Secrets.
You went for the actual Keeper of Secrets, didn't you?
I did, because I was umming and ahhing about those cool flying ones.
Yeah. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the names.
The voice of Slanesh, one of them is, and the Talon of Slanesh, is it?
Yeah, it's a Talon.
That kit. I did think long and hard about that kit, but I would like to use them for something else as well. I'd like to maybe incorporate them into some sort of soul grinder type thing or something, but I don't know. I'm lying. I'm probably not going to do that. But they are very cool too. But I wanted the spares from the Keeper of Secrets because I've got some plans for bigger monsters and stuff going forward with those. Plus, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a lovely model. Yeah.
So yeah, I built that, and I've got the Herald. Obviously, I made for the pack, for the Sunder and Baffler M pack. I built my BSB.
The massive flag.
With the massive flag and the whip, which is really cool. I'm
so big.
I've gone whip heavy with this army. All my characters have whips, which is cool.
Like a Rihanna song.
And then I've built one of the Seeker Chariots, which was really hard work.
An experience. So when you got a troll trailer with no instructions.
Yeah.
And each individual blade is a separate disc.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've got instructions on the internet. Not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, I think I'd just line them up in size order and go right.
You can't do that. No, it won't work like that, son. I'll show you the sprues.
Each one specifically goes to a certain place.
Yeah, and many of them are the same size.
Oh dear,
I noticed because I once built an Exalted Seeker Chariot,
which has double,
which is without
combat harvester for fun. It's more than that because the actual you don't use half the blades on a normal one. So I've got 4 times the number of blades, the big one. It's ridiculous. So not tons. I painted a couple of testers which I haven't shared far and wide yet. I painted a Fiend and I painted a Demonet, and I'll at some point will share those with you guys too. So yeah, not a terrible month. Certainly for the time of year, a really good month for me of hobbying. But yeah, the plan is for next month to finish those dwarves because we haven't done the plan. Just seen on my notes. The plan for next month is finish those dwarves and then maybe do some Demonettes, but I've got some bits to do for the Legend of Chris Page that I want to get done before. Well, no, these are not sort of hangover. They're some stuff we talked about and agreed that I'd get sorted for him, but it would be like after the summer. So I've had them a little while, but we kind of went in with the proviso that they would come in September sort of time. So
let me get the box. Let me unlock it. Let me get the timer out again.
Yeah, you can do that.
Blow the dust up.
Excellent. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm going. I would like to do Demonettes. The scheme is pretty quick, so that is a possibility too. But how about you guys?
I was just going to say, I think my plan for the immediate future will be to make some sort of sign that says Days James has had Chris Page's models without painting them.
Brilliant, thanks.
And just hang it up here.
Fortunately, this has descended into the sort of useful conversation you were all hoping for today.
Scott's been roasted already, isn't it? Your turn.
Yeah, apparently so.
I've been very clear with my plan. Empire. It's all got to be Empire.
Max, what are you going to do next month?
I'll do nothing.
Maybe something.
Maybe shuffle the boxes.
I need to clean my bedroom.
Sort your wildlife out.
Clean my bedroom.
Wildlife.
That's what I need to do. Get rid of the fauna that's in my... not the flora, the fauna.
The fauna. Okay.
There's
mushrooms.
There's animals living in there.
Okay. So we'll move on, shall we? We'll have a little chat about...
I just want to point out the fact that I've done no hobby, and yet you guys always say, "Oh, you're always buying stuff, aren't you, Max?" I've not bought anything.
You bought Scarbrand.
Yeah, you did buy Scarbrand.
He spent more.
Yeah, I have, but that's not...
You still bought Scarbrand.
Annually, I'm way behind you, mate.
Are you?
I tell you, I'm definitely 100% behind.
So you're not...
Old 9 armies McHugh over here.
I've only bought 2 new armies this year. Empire and Lizards. Dwarves and Lizards.
Yeah. More than I have.
More
so
than I
far.
have. No, it's
No,
not.
no.
Is it? No, my Chaos were technically last Christmas. They were technically the end of 2021.
No, they're a 2022.
No, they're not 2022.
They're 2022.
We put pictures of those before the new year on the channel, which means I bought them before that.
Clutching.
I'm not clutching. I've only had one.
Let's all agree to disagree, but I am the one that's not spent the least. That's all.
Let's all agree to disagree, but I'm the winner.
won.
The chieftain, ladies and
I've
gentlemen.
won. I'll see you later.
So social media. Let's move on to excellent, exciting social media things. We've had some really cool stuff this month. Lots of you asking after our last Take the Crown Battle report about Nick's excellent Kenrick Titan.
The thing that you scared to move because I think it will just break.
So there's some really nice pictures on the social media feeds on Instagram and stuff that I put up just after the bat rep was released. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, taking those pictures, I broke that Titan 3 times.
You broke it 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times. I was
It's magnetised.
I'll just move it. No, that's his head off.
Yeah, it's
I'm
wild.
really sorry.
It was wild.
Oh,
And Nick
my.
was like, she's so nice. He was like, oh, it's alright, don't worry about it, it happens, it's fine. I'm like, seriously, I'm wrecking it. Just please turn it 25 degrees for me.
He's gonna go home, get the cat and eye towels out, and flagellate himself because he's so angry. with you.
It was awful, wasn't it? I felt so bad.
I left the room.
Nick,
I left the room.
Again, I'm really sorry, but yeah. So yeah, I was a bit of some breakages there.
Yeah, just a few by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but
It's magnetised. Like,
no,
all of it's magnetised.
No. Do you know what's not? The Shelly wings, they're glued. They're not magnetised.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, really?
but only one of them was glued when it left here.
Oh.
The head is also
The-
not magnetised. I
The
don't
sort of the
think.
wings underneath the shell,
Yeah.
they break off.
Yeah, they're also glued, not magnetised.
I don't think
Five
anything,
of them
I
went
don't
home.
think, I don't think anything is magnetised.
fine.
I think.
So yeah, so
So that picture that you put up that it was all broken down, that wasn't where it was
No, no,
magnetised.
no.
That was where you'd just like punched
no,
it
that
and
was
it's just gone into component
To be
parts.
fair, that was sent to me by Nick separately to say like this is the component parts before I constructed it, which was lovely of him to do. But no, it didn't leak
Mate, he
quite that badly, but it did need repairs.
He made some good out of a bad situation, which you devastated his Kenrick Titan.
Yeah.
After it devastated you.
Yeah. The spoilers. People might not have seen it yet. Very, very good battle report though. I had loads of fun filming it, and
You didn't film it.
Being on
I
it.
filmed it.
Yeah, but I had loads of fun being on it. It was great. It was a great laugh.
And by all accounts, Nick had loads of fun until you broke his Kenrick Titan.
Yes.
Broke all his toy soldiers.
Yes.
So thank you for that excellent engagement at home. I just thought I'd share
I also want to say thank you
some
for
behind the scenes excitement.
thank you for the trending hashtag the Chieftain won.
What?
Yeah, you know,
No. When was that trending hashtag?
he is now.
Okay.
You know, all
You're
those-
thanking people in advance for trending a hashtag. that
You
isn't
know,
gonna
all
trend.
those times you asked me to do the social media posts there. If you look into the tags, the Chieftain won.
Is it?
No, it's not.
That would have been so good if he'd have done that. Oh, well, there you go.
Dear,
But
no.
something that we have had some messages about
Please
that,
move on.
that I am going to talk about is the Sundering of Athelstan campaign. So there are still a very healthy number of you contacting us about the reserve list, and we're really excited to keep adding you. And rest assured, I'm sure some people will drop out, unfortunately. Life commitments, the world,
Life
it
gets in the way.
changes, and things happen. So although the list is pretty long, feel free to keep adding yourself. But we did have some comments about certain interactions with certain dietic
Yes.
Deities.
effects, shall we
Yes.
say?
Yeah.
Namely Vol, namely taking 5,000 handgunners. You know you
Yeah.
are. You know you are.
Yeah.
We've
So
seen
it was handgunnerception. It was handgunners with detachments of handgunners.
Handgunners, yeah.
Handgunners and handgunners.
Yeah.
If it's
So-
detachments, you get detachments.
We're just going to put you all on notice, all of you that are attending, that we might have to make a very small change,
Yes.
which will probably come, if we make a change, it will probably come alongside this video, but we're just telling you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. That's probably, it's
What-
about a week from now, because obviously we shoot a week behind,
Yeah.
so we need time to sort it out.
What I
But
love is the fact that this person knows who he is. He's probably so happy with himself that he's caused this. change.
absolutely.
Beaming.
It's not the first year actually that he did something that I then went back and FAQ'd to stop him doing it. Throg and Laura Light Magic, you should be stopped. You should be stopped, and I did stop you.
Was that saying you can't take special
Yeah.
characters with Egg?
Yeah, because like 18 Trolls and Throg with Laura Light Magic is quite
Quite good.
So yes, so we are going to make but again, like always, we try very hard to not have to make changes post the fact. But as you can appreciate, like when any major company writes rule sets, sometimes things slip through the cracks, and
Yes.
we're not a major company. We're 3 blokes in a small studio room in Essex. So, you know, we're doing our best, and we're sorry
can't
for
even get a
any
fan.
inconvenience, but we will be
like a
making
fan.
some sort of adjustment to the VOR interaction, particularly with spamming Empire handgunners.
Yeah.
So,
Handgun-inception.
just letting you know that is a coming, as they say. Changes are coming. Give you a big shout out as ever for our Saturday showcase. If you have core models you want us to put on our social media feeds, why have you not sent them to us already? Do that.
Yeah.
Do it. We want to see your cool figures. We want to share your cool figures with the world.
You ain't doing an Austrian accent. Do it! Do it now! Send us a showcase!
The last part was arguably worse.
Yeah, the last part was bad.
Other 80s action movie heroes are available.
And mayors of California.
Yeah,
governors.
Governors.
Sorry, governor of
Other
California.
governators are available.
Governators.
That was a cartoon.
The Governator.
Amazing.
But none of them have been, you know, as memey as he has.
No, he's a legend. So yeah, so good stuff happening. Also, we've had a huge amount of extras of you. I think commenting, sharing our videos on YouTube, just generally watching our content. So we're just really pleased. Thank you. Keep doing that. Keep telling your pals to watch it. And then you can see me in a nice furry collar, doing a terrible impression
We
of
need to change
Tim
that.
Richardson.
That's kind of like a year old.
Oh, don't worry, mate. I've not talked to you guys about it yet, but I finalised in my head a really good way
We
of
keep
doing
saying
it.
this.
No. This week I was working very late one night, and it just came to me, fully formed. It's going to be magic. Trust me.
Cher was only there for 6 months. You've been there for a year.
Yeah, I've been there a while, haven't I?
You really are. You really
Yeah, it is coming up for a year,
don't want
actually.
to change yourself, do you?
Yeah.
I have.
We keep
thought
trying,
of a
but
new
James
one.
is like, no way. I'm
I'll
not coming off the
put
end of the
myself out.
videos.
He likes to
Do
take
it.
the centre chair. He likes to take the end of the video.
In this month all the time, and then he has to be at the end of the video. He just hogs the camera.
Do it for Warhammer. It's my
Nice
only
old
response.
news now. Old news.
My only response.
Hashtag change James. Get that trending.
We're gonna have a very weird set of hashtags. trending.
change James.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right, so I'm going to move on. I'm bored.
Oh,
I'm
that
bored of
tickled
you.
me.
Warhammer News. As ever, we're going to start by giving a massive shout out to the Champions of Destiny Facebook group. I believe it is called something along the lines of Warhammer Fantasy Battles 8th Edition Champions of Destiny.
No, that's wrong. Champions of Destiny,
Destiny
comes first.
comes first.
Yeah.
Champions of Destiny UK Warhammer Fantasy.
I think UK's the end.
Champions of Destiny. Stick it in Facebook. I got it right one month. I got it absolutely perfect, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
It's a cracking group set up by Mark Pete in the UK a few years ago, but it's got lots of admins now and lots of cool stuff going on. But it's just a really good place to meet other players.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're not UK based, you can still hit that up just to be part of that really cool community and share your models and chat to people. So
Yeah.
it's all good stuff. Thinking of things that you can. Speaking of things, rather, and thinking of them. I'm thinking of them all the time.
Maybe think more about what's on the script. Rather
Yeah,
than
no,
what's in
yeah,
here.
you can understand that. So I'm just going to give another shout out for our Knight Errant sign up.
Mm-hmm.
One of you can do it. Go on.
Oh,
Crack it on. As you can play, it doesn't say anything. There's
Ah,
nothing to help you. There's nothing to help you.
So you can sign up as a Knight Errant on triplecrownwargaming.com. It's totally free. Why would you not? You get access to. Have you got it on there?
Yeah,
The note is just free sign up.
Brilliant. You get access to all of the free videos that are on YouTube. Plus, you get access to 2 towels. 3?
Yeah, a couple
There's
of
three.
extra. So there's extra towels.
Extra
there's extra
towels.
content.
I mean,
Extra
what-
content on there, which is absolutely free. You just need to sign up as a Knight Errant on the
That's the
website,
website.
and you can get it.
Yeah,
Lovely.
we're just. I think me. We're just like you do the website. How do
do
you
the
not know
website.
what's on there?
I've been slowly learning how to do the website. So
So
I'm taking over Scott's job.
yeah, do that. It's very
Please
cool.
do.
It's very cool, and it just gives you a
No.
good taster as to what you'll get with being a Knight of the Realm subscriber. And
Yeah.
why haven't you done that already? Because you can do that annually and get a free
It's
gift.
free.
Makes all my
Well,
hard
the Knight
work.
Errant's free.
It makes all my hard work and late nights worth it in the end, doesn't it?
It does. So I'm going to just say thanks once again very quickly from all of us for the cool support for Sundering of Battle Loren. I'm not going to thank you for trying to break the pack, but I am.
We know who you
You
are.
know you are. But I am going to thank you for the amazing support and the positive feedback. I actually got a game in this week of the pack against Dave,
Oh, it's right for
who
some, innit?
came down and
Oh
played
yeah,
on
you
Take-
go there Friday.
who played you on Take the Crown.
Yeah.
So we caught up, and he used Empire and Full actually, and didn't take 9,000 handgunners. He just took a moderate amount of them, and we had a really cool game. We played Mission 3, which was the challenge one, which I had Warriors of Chaos. I felt good about that life choice, and then lost 3-2.
Oh, that is pathetic.
It wasn't a big scoring game. Yeah, it was interesting.
No, I meant that you lost.
Well, I had a Storica. She went into
Empire.
Yeah, she went into the challenge against Mr. Roomfang.
And he just went, nope.
No, they just went, ha! And then no one died. They just stood there looking at each other. It was really disappointing. And then my warriors, I'd chosen, I wanted to do Kane, but I didn't have the models for it. So I went for Hecate, yeah. And I've got 2 hand weapon Warriors of Chaos with poison attacks and exploding 6s. It killed about 25 models.
Oh dear.
It was a real blitz. It was lovely. So I ran him down in the end. But it's not worth anything if you don't kill them in the challenge. And that was the problem. So much stuff was like battered and ran down or shot off. Or spelled off. That in the end we got to a place where neither of us had very much. Dave had a little bit more than me, to be fair. He was probably the rightful winner. But no one. We had one challenge that went to a kill in the entire game. The rest
was that champion on champion?
No, it was my level 4 Soneshi wizard against his priest. His priest of Vol.
Who won that challenge?
Well, the priest of Vol had a wound left, but so did the wizard because he miscast twice. He'd done a Scott and miscast a lot.
If he'd have done it, he'd have been dead.
He would have been dead. That's fair. He did roll down the arm, and I just looked at Dave and went, "It's not gonna be a problem. He's gonna pass for it." Got the 4. So yes, but yeah, they fought it out, and he passed the ward save, and then hit me in the head and killed me. It was sad, but yeah, the game was fun.
So your 300-point level 4 wizard got beaten down by a warrior priest. By a priest of all, free.
A free priest of all.
A free priest of all. Yeah.
Should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, it was amazing. Really, he was beaten by the magic more than anything else. He suffered 1 wound.
One more than that priest of all.
Just one more. No, well, he didn't. The priest only had 1 left. They start with 3.
But did the wizard do those 2 wins?
He did 1 of them, I think. The other one was done by like some juggernauts, I think.
And the juggernauts didn't kill him.
No, apparently not. Apparently, he was weapon skill 10. To be fair,
I think you need to revoke your Warriors Chaos membership card.
I'll give you that back, shall I?
I'll take your Warriors off you.
Yeah, we'll talk about price. That's why I got my Demons of Sinesh now. That's all the Sinesh I need, baby. Events. I'm going to give it a quick shout out to the ones that are still in the book and that, as far as we know, still have tickets. We do check these before we come on, and at the moment they're all sort of got things available. So 29th and 30th of October is 2,400 point team event, which is at Holmfirth Gaming Centre, which is called Winter is Coming. The tickets are 105 quid, but that is for 3 players, so effectively they're £35 per person. Check it out. You can find again the event on Facebook. Winter is Coming, and we're trying to go.
I'm well up for it. Yeah.
As we've said several times, we've got at the minute. Me and Max are probably the worst hold-ups, aren't we? With like changes to like life and jobs and things.
I don't know what's going on myself.
Yeah, so we're sort of in a weird place.
As we discussed earlier, Max's life is an absolute mess.
We can't massively commit at the moment.
Wake up, stumbling to work. Come on,
stumbling to Warhammer by the sounds of it.
Work via Warhammer.
Yeah. Do you know, sometimes I just flip the switch and go autopilot. Just see what happens. I might end up somewhere in London at some point.
I like to think of him like one of those
pajamas.
I like to think of him like one of those cat videos. You know, there's all the stuff on the floor and the cat like seamlessly navigates its way through them. But
at some point, the brain ticks over and I can take control.
But yeah, we're really hoping to get to that one. Is what we're saying. But it might be not the full Triple Crown Wargaming team. It might be parts of the team with ringers, with ringer players.
Yeah, Max might come.
I'm not the only ringer, am I?
So
why do I do this for you guys?
Moving on. Cardiff Christmas Crusade still has tickets available. They are £40 each, and that's the 19th and 20th of November. This one is 2,500 points, and I've got here is a random doubles pairing event, but I don't think it is. They've got a random doubles pairing event as well.
Yeah.
That they're doing, which I'm very sorry haven't put the note.
Change names.
But we can put that in the description. We can put that in the description.
Yeah,
James.
I think that one might be October, the random doubles one.
Yeah, or September. Yeah, there's one coming up that's a random
one a
doubles,
bit sooner.
which I've clearly amalgamated two into one. Apologies for that, but the Christmas Crusade is going on. They've still got tickets at the time of us filming, and you can check out the doubles one if that is your ticket as well.
Yeah.
That is unfortunately for me not going to be a weekend I can do because it's my partner's birthday around that time. And I've got to kind of make up for being away all the time doing this.
I'll freaking blag it.
But you guys might go. We just have to see. It's all job stuff at the moment for us. So, but you know, we want to get to as many as we can. And then the weekend after that is the Plunder of Lustria, 26th and 27th of November. Now you can find out all about that on Box of Frogs events on Facebooks. That's on Facebooks. That's on Facebook. That's Box of Frogs events.
Have they updated anything yet?
Not that I'd seen at the time of filming this, but King Fluff is also the person to catch up with, who was we were chatting with on social media a couple of days ago before filming this about cool models he was doing. So yes,
some basing stuff.
So yes, well, I tried to get through them pretty quickly. That's good. It's good and healthy to see so many events sort of popping along. Really.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. Very exciting.
And obviously we've got the Thundering Raffle Ren, which is 16th and
17th of October. Yeah.
So all sort of in the mix there. It's going to be a busy couple of months.
It's a pretty packed end to the year, isn't it? You could sort of do 2 or 3 events through...
In about 6 weeks.
Yeah, you could
8 weeks.
Yeah, you could easily do 2 in October, 2 in November if you wanted at this rate. So yeah, looking very cool. And I think next month we might have some more flesh on bones for... event ideas that we've got as well going forward, because the support at the moment is so great. We want to keep doing more if we can.
Absolutely.
So big discussion time then, unless you think I've missed anything, chaps.
Well, probably, but you know, we'll move on.
Thanks.
We'll sort you out.
Hashtag change, James.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Get it going.
Get going.
I so want that to become a thing.
I almost want hashtag get him going as well.
Get him gone.
Get him gone. So big discussion time.
Chieftain wins.
Hashtag the Chieftain wins. Which I have nicely called Seasons Change because I couldn't think of a better name for it, and that's quite Wood Elfy.
Even though
it's got absolutely nothing to do with Wood Elves.
Only insofar as all of it.
And we're kind of...
Wood Elves could feature. Wood Elves could feature in some of these videos. Wood Elves will feature in some of these videos.
At least one.
One.
No. They'll definitely feature in this as well at some point.
Eventually,
there'll be things that feature in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel a lot of resentment in the studio
you
today.
Should.
You know, it's been 18 months. We've put off you for 18 months now.
Hashtag change, James. It is time.
So as we move out of summer,
get the better brother in.
Oh.
Famous last words. I'll get him in, mate. He can do next month. If you think this presenting job is poor, you wait and see.
Hi, I am.
Yeah. Just stand there. Hi, I'm John.
That's a cut.
So, as we move out of summer and into autumn, we're going to see the end of 2 of our current video series.
We are.
It has been a long road for one of those as well. But so we're going to start by talking about our snippet change. So Buying for Beginners has run its time.
Pretty much, yeah.
About 2 months left on it.
Yeah. We've got 2 instalments left to go, which will be Chaos to Wolves and Tomb Kings.
Tomb Kings, yeah.
And then...
ones I don't have to do.
We will have produced 19 videos for building Warhammer armies.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. I reckon I've done about 14 of those.
Good.
I told you we could have swapped
a lot of pictures to get.
You could have done Magic Monday and I could have done this one. I happily swapped it.
No.
So these useful videos aren't going to be leaving the Night of the Realm Mustering Ground or our website. You're going to be able to still find them on there.
Just one day, they're gone.
They're gone.
You had your chance.
You had your time.
You had your chance to build your Warhammer armies, not anymore.
So that section will stay, but obviously we won't be adding to it because we've done all the armies you could possibly really do.
Yeah.
So at that point, from September, will be the last video.
Yeah.
So after that, we're going to be bringing you a new Thursday snippet, which are we going to call it this?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, go on then.
So is it going to be the or just the word?
I think it should be
the plural of the word with the.
Yeah, the quintessential.
The quint essentials.
Essentials. Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're calling it. Highbrow.
basically our top 5 of any sort of different subject within
He's
Warhammer.
so highbrow that James' eyebrows are actually on his back.
Yeah, you can't see them because this massive mop on my head.
Oh, they just.
Yeah, they're back here.
But yeah, it is our top 5s of things in Warhammer. It's something that we've had a lot of different people ask us to do. Something we've done a little bit of on the towels a couple of times, which actually goes back to the free towels you get with the Knights Errant. We've done a couple on there for sure. But yeah, it's just something that
we just get asked all the time. And we've been at like I've been at least sort of the last 3 times we've been out at events, whether they're ours or someone else's, I've had at least 3 or 4 people at those talk to me and say, oh yeah, you know, like, what's your top 5 this? Or like, oh, have you thought about like doing top 5s? Top 5s comes up all the time.
Yeah.
It's one of those stereotypical like, bloke things.
Yeah.
Every guy loves a top 10.
They love a top 5.
Yeah, people love a top 5. So...
And they'll be on like a range of different subjects as well,
Yeah.
which you know, could be top 5 Lords of Magic, could be top 5. We've done top 5 special character heroes.
Although that's literally a top 5 based on the rating, isn't it?
Yes.
There were some that got thrown in the bin early doors.
This section will be very opinion based. I think it's probably fair to say because the idea will be say the Duke's top 5 magic swords or magic weapons.
So it won't be all 3 of us in the.
No,
it'll be one of us. Yeah.
But we've got an excellent mechanism for deciding that. So each Monday after this month in Warhammer, so you'll get this on the Sunday, on the Monday afternoon, you can head over to our social media channels because we'll be holding a poll every Monday after this month in Warhammer.
The polls are back.
The polls are back.
Polls are back.
And there will be 3 choices on that, and it will be a Chieftain top 5, a Loremaster top 5 or a Duke top 5. You vote for the one you want to see us do, and that will be the following months. So not the next episode, because obviously we'd have to know what's coming
to put it into
this month. So it'll be the one after. So it'll be sort of I don't know, 6 weeks or whatever it will be. Actually, Bible begins his first, isn't it? So it will be 4 weeks, pretty much.
Because we first?
Yeah, it's the one we do first, so it will replace the first.
It'll be about 4 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll be basically saying to you guys, pick the one you want to see. We want this to be our most interactive kind of snippet that we've done to date.
Yeah.
We want you guys to be really involved because you keep asking us, what's your top 5 this, or have you thought about top 5s for that? So tell us the ones you like. So we'll give you 3 options. And we will either put the first poll out next Monday, which would be 2 months ahead, or the one after. We'll have a chat about it. We haven't worked it out yet, but we might get ourselves ahead a little bit, just a smidgeroo. On that. So we'll see. But yeah, we want you guys to be instrumental in this content. So please engage with it positively. Please vote on the polls. Although lots of you do, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We did get a lot of interaction on our polls whenever we put them up.
No, I'm quite excited about that snippet. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be one that's going to generate lots of people being like, I can't believe you think that's that good, or I can't believe you've not added this. I'm like, yes, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, well, better believe it. Son.
Oh, excellent.
The Chieftain's top 5 new army buys in 2022.
One army.
So far.
No.
There'll be more.
Just to prove a point to you. I told James, I want to buy a Skaven army. Just to prove a point to you.
He's desperate. So.
Just to prove a point, I'm not going to do it.
Until like 1 minute past midnight?
Yeah, maybe. It's in the car.
Put that order
It's in the car.
It's in the car.
Boom. Everyone's shouting Happy New Year, singing Old Lang Syne. Max is furiously typing in credit card details.
Order now!
Buy! Sell!
2481. So,
I can't wait.
the second series that's coming to an end, albeit a temporary end, is Take the Crown. So we have 2 challenges left before we start our playthrough of the Sundering of Athel-Loren. So again, like the quintessentials, this will start in October. So October's going to see 2 new series fire up for you guys.
Series.
I'm going with series. Get ready for an exciting story with bad voice acting as we follow the Empire through 5 games to see if Thalandor can be thwarted. That's a good word.
Hence, I am painting Empire.
I've got to try and remember how to do scroll and text.
Yeah.
Great.
I've got to, warm the larynx for those excellent conversations.
Scott's got to get, his gaming fingers ready.
He certainly does, because he is going to be piloting the Empire.
I am.
Through this playthrough.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's not done a campaign run through. I've played a few of the games as the opponent, but I've not actually done a whole run through. So
it won't be as bad as Max Learns Wood Elves.
It won't quite be Max Learns Wood Elves, no. But I've had a game with Empire on the channel actually. I played Dave on Take the Crown, and that went swimmingly.
More games than I did with Wood Elves before that.
Yes, that is true.
So
yeah, it should be fun actually. Running through the whole campaign, it'd be good. It'd be good to see how it sort of mirrors or not to the weekend in October.
They've been quite different the first two, haven't they? The outcomes were quite different. So
yeah, they were.
Were they both draws actually? The first two run-throughs. The first one was
they could have been draws.
I think the second one was as well. I think there was.
No, the second one I lost.
In the Wales days, I think I drew with the Tomb Kings. Yeah, it's hard. It's tricky. It's a good one.
Well, this
so
is why
it's up to you,
best
mate.
till last.
Yeah, you gotta get there. So
yeah,
you're gonna have
all 5 games.
You're gonna have your. You're going to have a chunk of your Middenheim.
Yep, and a chunk of your Hochland.
So it's going to
be a mixed,
quite a cool looking
mixed province force, which sort of makes sense with the character with Otto.
Yep.
Because he's not specifically from a province, and that was a conscious decision.
I can't wait to see the eyes in your models.
Good. They are skin coloured.
That was a bit personal.
So yeah, he's not from an actual province.
The history
I am talking to camera, Max.
No.
The Emperor has sent him.
The wheels have come off this one.
The Emperor has sent him. I am gonna finish. I've started, so I'll finish. The Emperor sent him to Athel Loren with, sort of any force that he could muster, essentially, and he, in our case, has happened to been able to muster a force of Middenheimers and Hochlanders.
Yeah, which are nice bordering.
They are very close together.
So
yeah,
he's
from the
raised
sort of
his army
centre
there.
of the Empire.
Gone south. You love to see it.
You do.
So we're looking. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be back to kind of what was a staple of launching the channel as well. We had the kind of narrative report, which is really cool to bring the narrative report back. Take the Crown's been amazing, and do not fear. Like I say, we've still got 2 to come, and it will be back with more amazing guest players in 2023. Probably around the same time it started.
Yeah,
this
probably will be.
This year, so
So
like
like the
sort of
first-
March, April time.
Yeah, the first Athel Loren will be October's.
Yeah.
So October, November, December, January, Feb. So yeah, March.
Yeah, unless we put in an infamous Big Boy Beatdown,
Well, yeah,
which we aren't squeezing in because we've had so many people be in touch with us or guys that we've asked to come and do Take the Crown. We've run out of Take the Crown slots.
Yeah.
So we want to. We're not going to cut that early and put a Big Boy in. We're going to do another Take the Crown right up until we start.
Although who knows, someone who comes on to Take the Crown might ask for a 3,000 point game.
They might do. There's been quite a few actually.
Well, I played one.
Who
I
did?
played one. Yeah.
I played Dave at 3,000.
I played Andy at 2.5, I think. I played Nick at 2.5 plus a monster, so that was basically 3,000.
Yeah.
But Take the Crown, we're back with Take the Crown 2 with actually Boogaloo. Back in sometime in March or April.
I was hoping you were going to go with Revenge of the Crown.
Electric
Boogaloo. Electric Boogaloo. Just no. Yeah,
Can we
so
finish
that's the excitement that you had. This has been crazy today. So what can you expect this month? I know this is the part that the vast majority of you show up to see. Skip.
Why? You would have missed such bangers
as
Cancel James.
As cancel James.
Hashtag change.
No, change James,
Change
not
James,
cancel me.
sorry, not
Don't
cancel.
start trying to get me cancelled. Just change me.
Just change James.
Just change me out. You're going to have John next month. I look forward to seeing that episode. I look forward to watching that episode.
Hashtag the chieftain wins.
What can you expect this month? Well, the aristocracy of the night are going to return to the War Council for another battle report as the vampire counts take on the gut-busting ogre kingdoms. We've gone for some interesting stuff in that game.
Bit different.
We've been constructing lists and talking about what we might be
From
trying.
what I've seen, you've basically taken Scott's army. The majority of it.
What one?
The one he took to the...
No, I haven't got enough of the the chat stuff and all that to do Scott's army, to be fair. No, I just felt that because I couldn't take any hard choices against Nick, that I needed,
just take all
I
of
needed
them.
a vent. I needed to take all of the possible hard choices in my next game.
It's not even got worse. Scott plays it, or I've got to film it.
I think there's 7 or 8 hard choices in the Vampire Count's army. Get ready, ladies and
Give you some
gentlemen.
context. I think there's 4
Yeah.
in the ogres.
In the compact.
Right, our Take the Crown series continues, and our penultimate episode is going to feature. Whew, I've messed that up.
Yeah, you have messed
I've
up
messed
royally.
it up. As ever, guys, just to remind you that someone comes down as a contender, they'll pick which ones they want to do battle with, they'll pick the army, the comp, any mission they want to play, any specific restrictions they want to apply, and the penultimate battle will see 4 times Triple Crown Wargaming Grand Tournament Champion and blood relation of me, John Lamin, enter the dojo.
And next month's, this month in Warhammer
And
host.
next month, this month in Warhammer host.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it yet, but that's what's happening.
He'll find out on the day.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out who he's going to be taking on and what he's doing,
What he's doing?
what he's
What he's doing.
what he's
What
doing,
he's up to.
just what he's up to these days.
Just a nice chat.
Just have a little chin wag and a catch up. What he's going to be doing it with is what I was going to say. Then you need to check that battle report out. I'm really excited because I do know who he's taking on, and I cannot wait to see it. So our penultimate bind for beginners is a dark and dominating affair as we build a Legion of Asgore or Chaos Dwarf army, don't we?
I don't know how you do it.
Well, yeah, but your performance at North Remembers will attest that you don't know how to do it. Oh! Low blow!
I did quite well.
Did you do well?
Yeah. Chaos Dwarves an army I've never played before.
That's fair.
Land, air and beef, mate.
Land Air and Beef. I forgot we called that.
Oh, don't worry. There's a changes coming for my Chaos Dwarves sooner or later. We'll come up with the name. We'll come up with the name for the next one.
Special Beef Services.
SBS, Special Beef Services.
Yeah, I cannot wait till that arrives.
dear.
That's another whole
dear.
crazy idea. This month's Warzone tale matches the combat prowess of the Warriors of Chaos against the ferocity of the Ogre Kingdoms during the Battle of the Blizzard. And it is the one you thought it was.
Yeah, it's the one in the book, yeah.
So that'll be cool. Similarly, on to tales that we do every month. Our Hero of Legend tale will leave the men of the Empire bleating as we take a look at a true goat. That's capitals for you guys at home, for all of you football fans out there.
Greatest of all time, baby.
That's right, it's time for Gorthor the Beast Lord. I cannot wait. Following on from last month's building competitive army list video, this month's 20-0 tactics is going to cover the tactics for using multiple aggressive threat armies. So as I said in that last video, it's building on now into a bit of a series where we look at kind of those specific builds and how you get the most out of them. On to competitive character now, and this month comes with the armour piercing special rule as we take a look at the humble runesmith. Spoilers, unlike other competitive character videos,
You won't have them out.
you'll want to take both of these in every army list. This month's magic...
It's literally going to be 2 people on foot.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
no
That you take both of. It's not
Yeah.
an either or, it's both
Yeah.
and.
In different units.
Is it Runesmith Shield? 83 points.
Yes.
Is that one of the
Yes, that's the build.
Rob, you know what you did.
So this month's Magic and Mundane is an episode we've been warding off for far too long. That's right, you've guessed it, we'll be taking a look at talismans that offer a consistent ward save.
I mean, I honestly thought we'd done this already.
No, we haven't done this one.
I can't believe we're saying this long.
Because we've been warding it off, obviously.
Change, James.
And finally, we've had lots of awesome feedback on our deep dive series. Lots you've been talking to us about cool stuff lately, actually. Online and in person, I was accosted at the Derby deathmatch by 3 people to talk to me very specifically about the thing we're covering today. So we do listen and we do take it really seriously what you say to us. Now you've been very complimentary, but one thing has come up a few times, and that is the first 2 videos that we made, the High Elves and the Skaven. Now, as all particularly our long-term subscribers will know, these were filmed with our original filming setup before we had our nice studio home with all of our nice audio quality and microphones.
A nice camera.
Nice camera.
A really good camera, yeah. So, obviously they don't meet the lofty standards of our current deep dive content.
The Skaven one was a weird one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. That was filmed somewhere completely different. So, do not fear. basically. We are going to do the end time supplements. They've not been forgotten, but they are going.
Scott wishes they were forgotten.
They are going to come in 2 months' time. So October's going to be another big shift on this as well. October's the month.
One hell of a month.
But until then, we are going to reshoot those seminal deep dives, the first 2, so that you get the kind of quality of content that we produce now. Now, we're not going to get rid of the old ones. They'll stay on the website. You can watch them if you want, and you just have to struggle with the audio quality, and we're sorry about that. But
what games are we actually calling? Warhammer Legends.
Yeah.
Triple Crown Legends.
Triple Crown Legends videos, if you will, but we are going to replace them. And the first up, we're going to reshoot the High Elves. So get ready, Princes and Nobles, as we return to Ulthuan for a bigger, brighter, and more Kelador than ever before version of the High Elf Deep Dive.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't need to make sense.
More Kelador than ever before.
So what? There's more dragons than last time.
Well, if we talk for like 10 seconds longer about the province of Kelador, we've done more Kelador than ever before. It's just factually easy. The video will be longer. Get ready.
10 seconds longer.
I reckon it'll be a lot longer, you know.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because the newer deep dives have generally sort of evolved into a nice shape, and that's the other thing with those first 2 is that they were a lot more restrained than the quality of what we put out from sort of returning onwards.
Very cold doing that High Elf deep dive, I remember.
It was freezing.
Absolutely
that
freezing.
That was shots in the open air, if you will.
At like 10 o'clock at night.
It got fresh, didn't it?
It did.
It got real fresh.
John wearing the gloves.
Yeah, we had John on for that. We saw his excellent presenting skills then.
Yeah.
I still remember one of the outtakes of that video.
Oh, good stuff. So, we thank you for joining us once again on YouTube, or if you've joined us through triplecrownwargaming.com, watched it on there. Good for you. You treated yourself.
Thanks for joining us in this absolute madhouse that was this month in Warhammer.
This has got to be the wildest this month in Warhammer we've ever produced.
Yeah.
So we've had a lovely time. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. You're going to see me say it in a nice, terrible accent in a minute with a furry shoulder. Before we bring you the new version of that, also coming soon.
Ooh.
We'll see you next time, guys. Remember to tag your friends and like, subscribe, and share. Then head over to triplecrownwargaming.com and become a knight of the realm today.
What are you doing, mate?
You alright?